Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am so happy to have you here as well today too. If you are not returning, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you guys and thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being here. Today I am participating in the 5 under $5 challenge, and I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But we will be making tier tray items. Each item costs less than $5. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here is DIY number 1. So I start off with this square pencil holder I got from Dollar Tree, some little wooden spools from Hobby Lobby, part of one of those boxes from Dollar Tree, and then Waverly chalk paint in the color pumpkin and white. And I'm just going to start off by painting both of those pumpkins with that orange pumpkin color. And I do actually take a little bit of scrapbook paper that I had that is orange with white polka dots, and I don't show this, but I stick it in the middle of that opening on that small box that had the little flower opening, so that way it gives you a little something to look at. Then I took this little round blobber, maybe you call it, and I'm dipping it in my white chalk paint, and then I am just, as I am putting it onto my little square there, I am rotating the brush. And the reason for that is because if you don't, normally you'll get some spots that don't have paint, like there. And that was just because I didn't have enough paint on my brush, but you just blot all the way around. Then after that, I took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and I painted those little spools that I got from Hobby Lobby. Then I just hot glue one on each of those square pumpkins. Then I took some raffia that I actually got from the Dollar Tree. It's kind of a greenish blue color. And I just took it and I made a knot in it, and then I'm trimming it down, and then I will hot glue those onto the stems. Now, I don't know about you. Have you ever tried making a bow with raffia? It is not very easy. I have to work at it. I see a lot of bows that are just so cute, but it's kind of hard, especially if you want it thick. So there I am, just hot gluing them on. And then after that, since I didn't make a bow with the raffia, I made one out of jute twine, and there it is. And I think they came out looking really cute. And for those, I spent maybe $3 to make both of those. They're really cute. And there you can see the paper on the side there. So today's challenge is being hosted by Emily at Farm Charm Chic and Missy at Crafty Cove, and I just want to thank them so much for letting me co-host with them today. But if you don't know who they are, or if you haven't seen their channels, make sure you check them out. They are wonderful ladies, and they are amazing crafters as well. I love watching them. I always get excited when I see they have one coming out. So I will have links to their channels in my description box, as well as the playlist. So make sure you check out all the creators that are participating today as well. And then this is DIY number 2. So I took these little sticks that I got from Amazon, and these candle holders from Dollar Tree, and this moss from Dollar Tree. And I went ahead and painted one with my Waverly chalk paint in the color pumpkin and one in the color moss. And once they were dry, I just took this white wax that I got from Folk Art, and I am just going to brush both of them thoroughly, top and sides, with this wax. And then once I'm done brushing it all on, I just take a paper towel and wipe off any excess. And I really love the look that it gives these pumpkins. Now, the next step, I'm going to hot glue these sticks in the middle of those candlesticks. And I know it seems weird to say that I bought them off of Amazon, but we don't have very many trees around our home. So if you live in an area where you have trees, you can probably just step outside and pick some up. For me, I lived most of my life in the Northwest, and we had trees and branches everywhere. So it's a little more odd living in the South, where in the area I live in doesn't have as many. So there you see me just hot gluing them on, and then I'm just going to put some hot glue right in the middle of that hole for the candle, right around the candle or the little sticks, and then I'm just taking my moss and I am just pushing it down into that hot glue just so that it stays stuck in there. And then I will do the same thing with the orange one, as you see there. And I saw these the other day. I was at Dollar Tree and I still saw a few of these candlesticks. So if you don't have any now, you might still be able to find some if you want to recreate this. If not, there's a lot of things that you can just look at the shape of them and see how you can make them into little pumpkins. So then I just took some ribbon from Dollar Tree and I just made a simple little bow like you would if you were tying your shoe. And then I am just going to hot glue them onto each stem. And then I dovetail the ends, and that is all it took for both of these. They were super easy, and I paid for everything that I did maybe $3 for the two of them, because each candlestick was $1. And then the sticks that I ordered, they came in a bag of 40. So yeah, about $3. And I think they came out looking very pretty. I love the way that wax just gives it that extra definition. It's not just your flat paint color. Okay, DIY number 3. I think this one is my favorite. I love the way this looks. I used my Waverly chalk paint in the color Cashew, this little leaf I got from Hobby Lobby, some letters from Dollar Tree, this wood sign that I got around 4th of July from Dollar Tree, and some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. So I just start out, because this sign was a little too high to sit inside my tier tray, I just went ahead and just scored and cut off about a ½ inch from the bottom. And it took a little bit, not a lot. I had to score it probably 10 times. Although I think I just need to replace my blade because I think it's starting to get dull. So if you have a sharp blade, it might not take you as long. But once I have this all scored off, I don't show this, but I did have to use my sandpaper to just kind of smooth the rough edges that were left on there. And then after that, I just took my Cashew Waverly chalk paint and I painted the front and the back, and I think I ended up doing 2 coats on the front just because of the print that was there. Then once it was all dry, I went ahead and I painted those letters with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss. And then I took my scrapbook paper and I just I placed it where I want it, and I'm using my fingers to crease the paper and so I could trim it out. And once it was cut, I went in with my glue stick and I just layered it all over the back of that paper, and I laid it right where I want to place it. And then after that, I'm going to take those letters and I'm just going to start hot gluing them right in the middle. Now, after I lay the F down there, I realized, oh, I probably should lay the rest down, so I make sure I am putting them on even and have it look good, especially since there was just enough room for the whole thing there. So then I just hot glue the A, or the leaf, and then the L's. And I love how it looks. The colors they look so good together. I think that Cashew matches the back of that paper just perfectly. So then I took a couple of these tumbling tower blocks and I'm just creating a stand for this so that it will stand. Now I hot glued 2 of them in the back just like that, but it still wasn't standing. So I do take another, you'll see here, it kept falling on me, it wouldn't stand up. So I took another one and I'm just going to hot glue that right on top of those 2 in the middle of them. And then it's just going to stand perfectly. So then I just took this little raffia bow that I had created a while ago, and I had it in my stash, so I just took it and I just hot glued it, and that was all there was for that one. And I probably, with everything including paint and stuff, probably spent about $250 on this one. And I think it's really cute. I love how all the colors just blend together so perfectly. You have to let me know what you think. And then this is DIY number 4. So with this, all of these items that I use for this one is from Dollar Tree. So I cut out a piece of that brand new calendar and that Halloween sign, Farm Fresh sign, the pumpkins, and the crate. And I actually end up only using the orange pumpkins. So I started off by painting that crate with my antique wax. Then I painted the sign with the moss in Waverly chalk paint, and then I used the antique wax on that Farm Fresh sign as well. Then I go in and hot glue that wording onto the sign. Then I'm going to hot glue that sign right into the crate, and it fits perfectly right into that opening. Then after that, I am just going to take that little, the back of that calendar I cut out, and I am just going to hot glue that right in front of the crate. Don't forget, guys, to give me that thumbs up if you're liking today's video. That really does help my channel, and I truly appreciate it. And then I just fill it with some raffia that I had, and then I take those pumpkins and I just stick them in, and that is all there was with this DIY. And there you go. Oh, and I guess I didn't show, I did put a couple little bows made from twine, and then that little pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby as well on there. So maybe make this $3, maybe, not even that. So this one is super, super easy. I had bought this spring for like $1 at Hobby Lobby. I took some flowers that I had, that ribbon from Dollar Tree, and part of a window cling that I got from Dollar Tree as well. So basically I just cut the happy fall y'all, because it was in one long word. I just cut in between the words, and I am just adding them onto the little can here. This is so simple, guys. I'm just adding this on. Probably the hardest part was getting these on without the stupid hot glue strings that I kept finding attached to them. I kept having to pull them off and try and get the strings off. But anyways, once I got that on there, I just put those flowers inside it, and then I make a little bow around it, and it was done. It's super easy. It's interchangeable, so I can change it out for the seasons if I want. And it's so adorable. It is really, really cute. I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about this and in all the other projects in my comment box below, and let me know if there's any that you're going to be recreating. And hey guys, don't forget, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Rustic and Lace DIY. And if you want to help support me and my crafting addiction, you can buy me a coffee or craft supplies, and the links for that will be in my description box below. But if you'd rather just support me by watching the ads and giving me a like and a comment, I'd appreciate that as well. So there is that final DIY, and then coming up is a review of what I did today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you check out Missy and Emily's channels. They are amazing. If you don't know who they are just wonderful ladies and wonderful crafters. And don't forget to check out that playlist. And I will be back on Wednesday with some more fun new ideas. So stay tuned, and we will see you then. Have a great week. Bye-bye.